Okay, people, my name is James Williams G. I got a headache, so you got to deal with this position. Alright, so I've been watching this video about this, my trans life with this young kid that's like 10 years old, named Rebecca something or another. It starts with a B. As y'all all know, I'm a big fan of I Am Jazz, and I support the transgender community. I myself is a straight man, but people are people. And with a lot of the issues that our current administration is dealing with, transgender people and how he's trying to get them out of the military, I thought I'd tune in and kind of make a combo video of the two of them. All right, well, this is the young girl in question. If you can't see it good, you can go to my Facebook page. Anyway, so I got to reading these comments, man. No, got to reading these comments about that's not any way to close-minded assholes, And some of the comments are on point, and then some of the comments are just downright wrong, you know. And her father's a priest or a pastor or whatever. And for all the open-minded people who have left these comments, not my kid, not my problem. This was a fairly decent one with not my kid, not my problem. And that one is like, well, let the kid be happy. So the not my kid, not my problem. It was actually a pretty good comment. All right, then there's a lot of negative comments as well as good comments. And here's what I say on that, because my comment was pretty damn simple. I support you for supporting your child. And then my other comment to somebody liking it, I put, if more parents disciplined and supported their children when their kids do right, instead of rewarding them for bad behavior or being thuggish and shit like that, not like treating them right, teaching them right from wrong and stuff, we wouldn't have half the problems we have right now in the world today. However, it's always going to be somebody who got something to say about transgender people that ain't really nice, you know. And my whole thing, you know, my whole thing is this, you know, first and foremost, when a child is born, you know, you shape the child, alright? But only in the disciplinarian sense of teaching them right from wrong. Hold on 1 second. I got it. Ow. What, she hit you in the head with it? I think you said that wrong. You lucky she didn't get your lip. So as I was saying, you know, if the child has a glitch or issue, you know, physically or mentally, there's not a whole lot you can really do or say about it. You know what I mean? All right, for transgender people, let me break it down for you, people like me who we are supposed to be classified as normal. First off, there's no such thing as normal. Alright, I'm hoping I'm making my point. I'm going to try to keep this as PG as possible. Anyway. What in the hell? Where is my show? Okay. Well, I can't find my show. Well, that sucks. I can't find neither one of my shows. Because soccer's on. So, news it is. Alright, so, honestly, there's no such thing as normal these days. I'm a person of mixed ethnicity, so trust me, normal is far and few between. And if you watched my channel before, you know I've discussed some off-the-wall shit. So let me put it to you like this. First and foremost, scientists have proven that gay and transgender is a genetic thing. It's not a mental thing. It is a genetic thing. It could be both, but they've mostly proven that it is a gene that turns a person that is gay or whatever. I'm probably not saying this shit right, so you guys need to go fact check that shit. And by fact check, you probably want to Google it and all the other things that go on. But alright, let me get back to my point. Like I said, first and foremost, I really like the show I Am Jazz. Alright? I don't know if it still comes on because I can't find it. Plus, it used to come on Wednesdays, and Wednesdays was never a good day for me. Alright? So, Jazz, if you're still on TV, Learning Channel, Hallmark, whatever damn channel it was, I like to see more episodes to see how she's turning out. And not like in a sexual manner. Because I'm sure you guys probably read into that too much. The girl's like 14 or 15 or some shit like that. Anyway, that being said, yes, I identified her as the girl. Alright, the same way I will identify the little kid that I was just talking about. First and foremost, alright, we got a lot more in the world to worry about than transgender children and teenagers and shit. Alright? We have to think about the what's gonna happen next factor. A transgender person, their gender's not bothering you. Yeah, okay, so we have some problems here in Virginia where they wouldn't let transgender kids go to a gender neutral bathroom, and they wouldn't build a bathroom for the transgender kids. So, it's kind of a no-win situation for them to fucking begin with. Oh, sorry. So much for that PG-13. The thing is, we spend more time judging other people for how they raise their children, or in any case, don't raise their children, or don't discipline their children, or how we treat other human beings, that it is a ridiculous factor that we would much rather pass judgment on someone who's a person of God, by the way, raising their son as a girl. Okay, but the kid's happy. If you watch the clip that I was passing through, it said that the kid's been trying to kill herself. Alright, so, as a person who has suffered from some mental depression and attempts to suicide my damn self, it's very important that we don't try to judge children. First and foremost, we must take into account that a child has never, ever asked to be born. A child don't pop out in your imagination, hey, I want to be born into your family. Believe me, if we could pick our parents, everybody would pick different families. Everybody. And they would also pick different ethnicities. Do you know how many black people would not be black because of the suffering just because we're black? You gotta think that shit through. You know how many men would be women just because of the simple fact that women got it easier, except for like peeing and PMS. Y'all are pretty to look at. Well, okay, y'all definitely are pretty to look at. Most of y'all are smarter than us. Not all of y'all, but most of y'all are smarter than us. And then, unfortunately, a lot of y'all make really stupid procreation decisions with boys instead of men. and y'all all want thugs instead of decent men. Why am I going there? Because it's a stated fact, which goes back to what I was saying. One, you don't pick your gender when you're born, and up until maybe the last 2 months of your development, your gender switches back and forth. That has been scientifically proven. That I think until the last 2 months, so like maybe the last four. I'm not gonna swear to it. I'm not a scientist, but I have read this and I've seen this. Up until it can take 9 months to make you. So that first 9 months or whatever, the first few weeks of you being a zygote and all that other crap, your gender hasn't been formed. Only your brain has been formed. And every now and again, there becomes a deformity in that baby's body that will give them a male gender in a female brain. They have done tests and proven this to be fact. Now, this happens more often than you think, but most people outgrow it and decipher before they're born what they're going to be. And then when they grow up, they know and they're taught, well, you're a boy, this is what you're supposed to do. Or you're a girl, this is what you're supposed to do. And somewhere in there, just bending over and taking it is part of it. Okay? That didn't come out the way I meant to say it. Or did it? But anyway, the fucking point is, there goes that PG-13 again. The point is simple. Up until at least 3 months while your body is being formed, your gender switches back and forth until like that final point where your gender is going to be what you are born into this world with. So you don't know if you were meant to be a boy or a girl until you get the fuck out. And if you are raised because you were a boy, then most of the time you'll be a boy. A lot of people who have committed suicide come find out that they were either gay or they had the gender dysmorphia or whatever the hell you call that crap, where they just didn't know. And a lot of people have committed suicide through that. You see, if you read some shit and get off the fucking technology, you might learn something. If you're going to use technology to read, then you probably want to Google some shit. But here's the thing. Here's how life works. You're going to get whatever child God gives you or whatever genetics give you. You need to support that child. Period. If I have a son who wants to be a girl, it ain't a damn thing I can do about it. Am I going to like it? Fuck no. But I'm going to support her and make sure that she's safe. You know, hopefully we will discover what she wants to be before we get her into school so that we can have all the stuff done prior to them going to school. Okay? Because this becomes a big ass CF. Kind of like with the whole thing with Jazz. Alright? If you watched her show, and she has a history of documentaries before, like before she got to school. So I guess by the time she got to school, or by the time she got to like first or second grade, she pretty much knew she was a girl. You have to watch the videos. And thank you, Jazz. Hopefully you're watching. But, you know, I do support you. But, you know, the whole principle of the thing. I gotta make a second video. My head is killing me.